Right, this is Mackenzie reporting live. You think you know about Parkinson's? Let's go bust some myths. All right, I think I have found my first students to talk to. Excuse me. Do you have a minute to talk about Parkinson's disease?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so I just have a couple of questions, one for each of you, and you're going to tell me if it's a myth or a fact. Okay, so the first one is, everyone with Parkinson's disease only has tremors as a symptom.
Fact.
You think it's a fact? Okay, it is actually a myth. So people with Parkinson's disease can sometimes even never have tremors. It's just one of the most recognizable ones. And some others are a freezing of gait, slower movements in general, or you also have non-motor ones such as like depression and sleep deprivation. So remember that if anyone ever asks you about it again. Okay, your question is, only older people get Parkinson's disease. Is this a myth or a fact?
I think that's a myth.
You would be correct. While Parkinson's disease is more common in older people, about 4 to 10% of cases are actually diagnosed before the age of 50.
Wow.
Yeah, so you've learned your lessons for the day. Thank you so much for talking with me. Have a great one. All right, I think I have found my next student. Hey, excuse me. Would you have a minute to talk about Parkinson's disease?
No.
Well, we're going to talk about it anyway because it's very important. So, my question, I'm going to ask you a question, and then you're going to tell me if it's a myth or a fact. How does that sound?
Okay.
Okay. So, this statement says that Parkinson's medications can cause more symptoms. Do you think that's a myth or a fact?
I think that's a myth.
You would be correct. The concept is that it causes more symptoms because sometimes as you age, the disease will age with you, and so the symptoms can get worse. But medication actually helps with better motor control so that PD patients can still live a normal life. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and you learned your knowledge for the day. Okay, so I think I found my last PD victim for the day here outside on the terrace, so let's go say hi. Excuse me, do you have a minute to talk about Parkinson's disease?
Sure.
All right, so what's going to happen is I have a fact or myth here that I'm going to ask you, and you got to tell me which it is, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, so is Parkinson's disease only a motor condition?
Yes, I'm going to say it's a fact.
You would be incorrect. So it is associated with tremors and rigid movement and sometimes even a decline in motion. However, it can also come with an impaired sense of smell, cognitive symptoms, fatigue, pain, depression, and a litany of other things. So, thank you so much for talking with me today. You've learned your knowledge. Congrats.
Thank you.
Have a great day. All right, and with that last victim, that concludes today's episode of Fact or Myth. Catch you next time. Okay, so we're still looking for a couple more students. Oh, here's one. Excuse me, Parkinson's disease?
Hot to Go by Chapel Roan.
All right, then, let's keep going.